Guys, so this is a book haul from Books A Million. So we're going to start off with the book called The Kitchen House by Kathleen Grimson. It says, as the turn of the 19th century on a tobacco plantation in Virginia, young white Lavina, who was orphaned on her passage from Ireland, arrives on the step of the kitchen house and is placed under the care of Belle, the master's illegitimate black daughter. Lavina learns to cook, clean, serve food, and cherish the quiet strength and love of her new family. In time, Lavina is accepted into the world of the big house, caring for the master's opium-addicted wife and befriending his dangerous yet protective son. She attempts to straddle the worlds of the kitchen and the big house, but her skin color will forever set her apart from Belle and the other slaves. Through the unique eyes of Lavina and Belle, Kathleen Grimson's Dubé novel unfolds in a heartbreaking and untimely hopeful story of class, race, dignity, deep, buried secrets, and familiar bonds. So I got this for $5.97. So I think it sounds really good. That's that one. Then I got Janie Face to Face by Carolyn B. Cooney. It says, Janie Johnson has received unwanted attention ever since she recognized her 3-year-old self in a picture on the back of a milk carton and learned that she was the victim of a kidnapping. Now she's headed for college to make a fresh start. Janie's kidnapper has been hiding in all these years and is just as desperate to become a new person and more determined than ever to seek revenge. Will Jamie and those closest to her be devastated just as they might be healing? And this one I got for $2.97. I got Secrets of the Tudor Court by D.L. Bogdan. It says, when young Mary Howard receives the news that she'll be leaving her home for the Grand Court of King Henry VIII to attend his mistress Anne Boleyn, she is ecstatic. Everything Anne touches seems to turn to gold, and Mary is certain Anne will one day become queen. But Mary has also seen the king's fickle nature and how easily he discards those who were once close to him. Discovering that she is a pawn in a carefully orchestrated plot devised by her father, the Duke of Norfolk, Mary dare not disobey him. Yet despite all of her efforts to please him, she falls prey to his cold wrath. Not until she becomes betrothed to Harry Fitzroy, the Duke of Richmond and son to King Henry VIII, does Mary find the love and approval she's been seeking. But just when Mary believes she is finally free of her father, the tides turn. Now Mary must learn to play her part in a dangerous chess game that could change her life in the course of history. I got it for only $1.97. I think it sounds super good. Then I got this one called Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. Got it for $3. It says, charged with the brutal murder of 2 men, Agnes Mugdor has been removed to her husband's farthest reaches to an isolated farm in Northern Ireland to await execution. Horrified at the prospect of housing a convicted murderer, the family on the farm avoids Agnes. Only Toady, a priest Agnes has chosen to be her spiritual guardian, seeks to understand her. As the winter months pass and Agnes' death looms closer, the farmer's wife and daughter learn there is another side to the sensational tale they've heard. But will their knowledge be enough to save Agnes? Hannah Kent makes excruciatingly real the saga of a doomed young woman who in the early 19th century became the last person to be publicly beheaded in Iceland. Rich with lyricism and startling in its revelations, Burial Rites evokes a traumatic existence in a distant time and place as it poses a heartbreaking question. How can women hope to endure when her life depends on the stories told by others? And then, that one I got here for $3. I'm in love with this one. It says, Mysterious Life of Huguette Clark and the Spinning of a Great American Fortune, Empty Mansions by Bill Dedman, winner of the Pulitzer Prize, and Paul Clark Newell, Jr. So I'm not going to read all this because I had started reading it to my mom last night and it's super, super long. See, it starts, it's all that. And so it's pretty long, but I'll read a good majority of it. When Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Bill Dedman noticed in 2009 a grand home for sale, unoccupied for nearly 60 years, he stumbled through a surprising portal into American history. Empty Mansions is a rich mystery of wealth and loss, connecting the Gilded Age opulence of the 19th century with the 21st century battle over 300 million inheritance. At its heart is a reclusive heiress named Huguette Clark, a woman so secretive that at the time of her death at age 104, no new photographs of her had been seen in decades. Though she owned homes in California, New York, and Connecticut, why she had lived for 20 years in a simple hospital room despite being in excellent health, why were her valuables being sold off, was she in control of her fortune or controlled by those managing her money? Huguette was a daughter of a self-made copper industrialist, W.A. Clark, nearly as rich as Rockefeller in his day, a controversial senator, railroad builder, and founder of Las Vegas. She grew up in the largest house in New York City, a remarkable dwelling with 121 rooms for a family of 4. She owned paintings by Degas and Renoir, a world-renowned Stradivarius violinist, a vast collection of antique dolls. But wanting more than treasures, she devoted her wealth to buying gifts for friends and strangers alike, to quietly pursuing her own work as an artist, and to guard the privacy she valued above all. This book was originally $28, and I got it for only $5. I think it sounds super good. So I didn't read all of it. It's just super, super long. But I had the most important points. And then also, I'm going to go over more on these once I start actually using them. But as I'm sure all of you know, I am now engaged. I got engaged on Valentine's Day. So I got a Bride's Year Ahead, the ultimate month-by-month wedding planner. Then I got Chic and Simple wedding planner and organizer. And then I got the Bride's Album. So this is just kind of more of a record. So thank you very much for watching, and please like and subscribe.